What to do? I'm Wood Dude. And I don't have a lamp. So I'm gonna make one. From scratch, with a twist. And it starts by taking this 3/4 inch sheet of plywood, breaking it down into a smaller size, then gluing on some choice walnut veneer. So this is the design that I decided to go with. It's a tall boy with a cool stone pattern on the front and a creative way of turning it on. But first, we need to create some long strips of plywood. Now with the plywood pieces all cut up and veneered, I can now put them together to form the frame of the lamp. Now I'm going to do that by cutting small angles into each of the long sides of the pieces. In woodworking, that's called a miter. And because I have a fetish for failure, I made it so that there are a bunch of different angles that I need to cut. Which means I need to be precise. Because if I don't cut these angles exactly where they need to be, well, these pieces aren't going to come together very well, and it's going to look like shit. God bless ratchet straps. Now, with the frame mostly done, some of you eagle-eyed viewers out there may have noticed that there's a giant hole in the front of it. Well, that was intentional. This time. It's true. Because on the front of the lamp, I'm going to be using this. It's not the cardboard box, you smartass. It's what's inside. Give me a second. This. Now this is a sheet of stone veneer. I think it's called Surya. I got the idea from a fellow wood lover YouTuber, Keith Johnson. He made a sexy curvy cabinet thingy using some stone veneer, although I think he used like Ponya or Punya, something like that. It's real stone veneer. I can feel like a rough surface texture on it. It's just really, really thin. Don't ask me how they did it. I have no idea. You lazy son of a bitch. Oh, that's how they do it. But the best part about this stone veneer and the reason why I got it is because it's translucent in the dark and it looks fan-fucking-tastic. Now this sheet costs quite a pretty penny. It was actually $100 in order to buy a 2 feet by 4 feet panel. But it's okay because I've gaslit myself into thinking that it's worth it for this project. All I did was cut the piece of stone veneer I needed, which was pretty easy with an angle grinder and a cutting disc. Squirt on some clear construction adhesive to glue it onto a piece of 1/4 inch acrylic, and then surround the panel in solid walnut and attach it to the rest of the body. Oh yeah, fuck. Dizzy. Okay, so now that I have the body of the lamp right there, all glued up, we can now focus on how we're going to light the lamp. But I blew the entire project's budget on the stone veneer sheet, so I had to use what I already had lying around. And even more unfortunately, I can't light a lamp with yoo-hoos and old crusty socks. But another thing I had in abundance is LED strip lights. These ones in particular are perfect. I just had to glue them on the inside of the lamp with a little bit of hot glue, and boom. Oh, dude, that looks sick. Oh, man, nice. Now, with the lamp all lit up, I could technically leave it like this. It's half finished with the top and bottom all open and emotionally vulnerable. Honestly, past me probably would have, but I like to think I've grown. I've grown more mature in my woodworking. And I'm going to try to finish it proper-like. First, by creating a base that the lamp can stand on. I just added a few black pipes that I used to connect the bottom of the lamp to a solid walnut base. And because the pipes are hollow, I can route the wires to the LED through the pipes and through the base to a power outlet in the wall. It helped makes the lamp look a little bit cleaner by hiding the wires. You know, you could say more professional. Professional, yeah, me, okay. Oh, hot damn, I'm good. I did end up adding a clear top on the top of the lamp, which helps direct the light towards the ceiling as well. And not only that, I also added to the lamp this, a bobble switch. Now, believe it or not, this wasn't just for shits and giggles. I actually had a reason for putting this onto the lamp. My thought was, it seemed kind of pointless to just walk around aimlessly in the dark in order to find a switch to turn this lamp on. In fact, it's too much work to even walk over to the switch. So I solved both of those problems with this, the world's first, I think, bobble switch. By simply flicking this bobble switch, it turns the lamp on. Because inside the bobble switch is a piezo disc sensor, which is the same sensor I used in my previous video where I built the password robot bookcase. In that, the robot used the sensor to detect if someone knocks on it. Because the piezo sensor can turn internal vibrations into an electrical signal that can be read by an Arduino. And once a bobble switch detects it's been knocked, the Arduino located at the bottom of the base will send a signal to turn on the LED strip lights. The body of the bobble switch, patent pending, I designed and had 3D printed to have this modest, slim coin design. And the spring I got from a bobblehead, which was attached surprisingly well. And I didn't want to completely waste the bobblehead, so I did some minor facial surgery with a Dremel and attached the face to the front of the bobble switch. Now it's a lamp that even Ed Gain could really get behind. The best part, I don't even need to flick it with my finger. I could just throw something at it. I did find a small flaw in my otherwise perfect and flawless idea. I found out when the lights are off, you can't see the bobble switch. You can see that would be slightly a problem because it makes it difficult to throw anything at the bobble switch accurately. I fixed it by adding some green LEDs inside the bobblehead, so when the lights are off, you can see a faint green glow emanating from the eyes. Bit creepy, not gonna lie, but it makes it much easier in order to hit the bobblehead to turn the lamp on. This project took about 25 hours over 5 days and cost about $150. Most of it was that stone veneer, but thankfully I have a lot left over and I know exactly what I'm going to build next in order to make some of my money back. That'll be the next video, so stay tuned, subscribe, please. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a good day. Peace.